As future educators, we have to be aware of the struggles we will face to reach every student in the classroom. One way to help combat this struggle is to understand multiple intelligences, the learning styles they encompass, and what teaching styles to integrate within lessons. Each intelligence has a clear function. Many of these overlap, and this is crucial to understand when planning lessons that will benefit all students. Most people are dominant in 2 or 3 intelligences, but it is important to remember that all people possess all intelligences. The theory of multiple intelligences was developed by a man named Howard Gardner. Gardner defined intelligence as the capacity to solve problems or to fashion products that are valued in one or more cultural settings. Gardner has presented 8 intelligences. This is only until now. He claims that there will be more intelligences to be discovered. All of the 8 intelligences are independent of one another, and each one represents a topic of skills that are all related to each other. Let's take a look at the 8 different intelligences individually. To begin, we will start with the logical and mathematical intelligence. Students who express this intelligence are considered number or reasoning smart. They also possess skills related to mathematical manipulations and problem solving. So, when we think of as educators how this is important to us, we can consider in the classroom ways to incorporate mathematical intelligences as far as activities. These can include brain teasers, calculations, critical thinking acts, and strategy games. The next intelligence is linguistic. Students who express this intelligence are considered word smart. They also possess skills related to meanings, sounds, and rhythms of words, as well as language as a whole. So as educators, ways to incorporate in the classroom include oral presentations, discussions, word games, and any other activities that we can think of to draw on the linguistic aspect. The third intelligence is bodily kinesthetic. Students who express this intelligence are considered body smart and possess the ability to excel physically. In the classroom, it also incorporates the ability to manipulate objects and fine-tune physical skills. They learn by touching, handling, or manipulating what is to be learned along with concrete experience such as field trips or role play. Basically, they have a need to move and express ideas and feelings through the body. Ways to incorporate this in the classroom for educators could be hands-on learning, sports, tactile experiences, drama, and dance. Another intelligence is musical. Students who express this intelligence are considered music smart. They possess the ability to produce pitch and rhythm and are appreciative of various forms of musical expression. So ways to include in the classroom include songs, jingles, chants, rhythms, and instruments. The next intelligence is spatial. Students who express this intelligence are considered picture smart. They possess the ability to form a mental model of the spatial world and the ability to maneuver and operate within this spatial world. Ways for educators to incorporate this in the classroom include visual presentations, imagination games, art projects, and maybe even mind mapping. Another intelligence is interpersonal. Students who express this intelligence are considered people smart. They have the capacity to understand and interact effectively with others, easily perceive the feelings, thoughts, motivations, behaviors, and lifestyles of others, and they communicate effectively both verbally and non-verbally. Ways for educators to incorporate this in the classroom include peer tutoring, cooperative learning, and group problem solving. The next intelligence is intrapersonal. Students who express this intelligence are considered self-smart. They have an understanding or knowledge of their own feelings, strengths, weaknesses, and needs, and they have an ability to construct an accurate perception of themselves with use of such knowledge in planning and directing their life. These individuals tend to work independently. So ways to incorporate this in the classroom could be journal writing, self-evaluation, and even independent study. And to finish off the 8 multiple intelligences is the naturalist. Students who express this intelligence are considered environment smart. They possess the ability to connect with the outside world, such as recognizing plants, animals, and minerals, as well as the ability to grow plants and nurture animals. Ways to incorporate this in the classroom include a greenhouse project, having a class pet, classifying plants, animals, and minerals within the classroom. In review, these are the 8 intelligences that have been specified by Howard Gardner in his multiple intelligence theory. The most important thing to take from all of this information is, first of all, the implications that we can use these intelligences into the classroom. But even more important is, why is this important to us in the classroom? Why, as educators, is this important to us, especially as future educators? Well, one's environment and well-being can greatly impact your intellectual development. That being said, we as educators are what are impacting these children and their intellectual development. So it is up to us to be able to impact them in more than one intelligence, because as I've said before, we may be dominant in 2 or 3 intelligences, but we are capable of them all. Also, the brain is a muscle that can be developed. Once again, this goes right back to the fact that we are impacting these young children as they grow up and their brain is developing, so we can help to develop that muscle. Third, this theory more accurately captures the diverse nature of human capability. With this being said, I think it's important as educators for us to realize that we are impacting these children at such a young age, and even as they get older, and when we think about the fact of these multiple intelligences, this is what they're capable of. This is the extent to their human capability as far as intelligence goes. Lastly, and most importantly, it is very important for us as educators to mirror the real world so that students can bridge the gap between school and the real world. This has to be our ultimate goal as educators. All in all, that concludes Howard Gardner's theory on the multiple intelligences, and I truly hope that you'll be able to incorporate some of this into your classroom.